прохождения Kingdom Come Deliverance. Я спустя столько времени вернулся к этой игре. К тому же моменту, на котором мы и расстались, так сказать. Вышло много патчей и улучшили, по-моему, немножко игру. Здесь улучшили. Так, сейчас я вспомню, что у нас за задание. Давайте. Охота начинается. Охота начинается. Кто-то устроил набег на конный завод Нойхофе. И пан Рацик отправил меня туда вместе с отрядом своих воинов, чтобы узнать, что случилось. Ну хорошо, давайте-ка проверим запись и начнем, так сказать, расследовать убийство. Ох, ну да, точно.
How could anyone be so cruel?
Ужас.
They really did slaughter them. Why would anyone do that?
Пытаться осмотреть на эти следы какие-нибудь.
They really did slaughter them. Why would anyone do that? They really did slaughter them. Why would anyone do that?
Может, Якуб, расскажи мне что-нибудь.
Another useless soldier coming to ask questions. You should have fucking been here last night.
What's wrong with your arm? That's nasty. It needs to be cleaned out and bandaged. Let me.
That feels a mite better. Thank you. What do you need to know?
Что здесь произошло?
What in the world happened here?
The bastards attacked us. At night, a little before dawn.
And how did you come by that wound?
I heard someone talking, so I went to look outside. Then I saw what they'd done to the horses. I shouted at those bastards. Caught one by the cloak and started beating him.
Without a weapon? With just your fists?
Yeah. But he cut me pretty good, the fucker. Lucky for me, the others started to come out then, so the raiders ran. All that's left is his cloak.
And you've got no idea why they did it?
Something must have gone wrong for them. They ran off without taking anything.
There's one man in particular. Huge. Dressed all in black. Voice loud enough to crack stone. Did you see him?
Who the fuck do you think half killed me?
So he really was here. The bastard. Can you help me?
How?
You know the area. How can I figure out which way they went?
They left in a hurry. You could see if there's a fence knocked down. Or a gate.
Хорошая мысль. Давайте-ка с сотником поговорим.
Where have you been? While you were gone, we found a dead brigand in the woods. The others are probably long gone by now.
Did you learn anything?
No, he was already dead. Go and take a look if you want. One of my men is still standing guard just to be sure.
Where is he exactly?
A bit north of Neuhof in the woods. You can't miss it.
Thank you. I'll go and take a look.
What is it?
Опача. Опача. Смотрите, как изменили. Лопата, факел, овечья шкура, лошадиная шкура. Ладно, нафиг это не надо. Мне это нравится.
How could anyone be so cruel?
Так, что у нас тут? Животных? Тут местность. Якуб единственный выживший, я так понял. Тут ничего нет. Ладненько, давайте. Просто месиво. Красивая графика вообще. Я в восторге. Так, нам здесь направо. Угу. Окровавленный крючок.
Why, it's a hoof pick. Someone in Neuhof must know more about it.
Давайте-ка. Происшествие. Давайте-ка осмотрим. Краснобай, неизвестная снадобье, самогон и шнапс. Такое себе находка, сытость 75. Давайте-ка перекусим. Как раз хлебушек есть. Здесь еще что-нибудь есть. А может и нет. Анька, давай, лошадка. Скакали обратненько. О, еще живые есть.
How could anyone be so cruel? How could anyone be so cruel?
See what they did here?
Марк.
Are you well?
Leave me alone. Go away.
Эх, я знаю, как это тяжело.
Look, I know that it's difficult, but I only need you to answer a few questions. I'm here because Sir Radzig sent me.
Sir Radzig?
Yes.
What do you need to know?
What actually happened here?
They killed the animals and... Why did they kill them?
Did they take anything?
No.
Think carefully now. How did it all start?
We heard the animals. Their shrieks.
Then Smill. He shouted. And they murdered him.
You're certain it was the animals first and then Smill? Not the other way round?
I'm certain. I'd never heard a sound like that before. Now I'll never forget it.
What happened after that?
We ran outside and it was chaos. Animals were dying, the stables were burning, and those demons everywhere.
Демоны.
The stables were already burning. Didn't that happen after they fled?
No, it was to set the blaze when they arrived.
You said they were demons.
No, just vermin. Worthless human vermin.
How many of them were there?
Not many. There were just a few that came after us, but more round the back. I heard them yelling at each other.
So they were yelling because of all the noise?
No, something happened. They quarrelled.
In the back? Where?
Towards the woods. To the north. They were trying to get away.
So some of them were running away and the others were fighting?
Aye. For a time. Then more of us came out and we fought back, so the others fled as well.
Куда они побежали?
Where did they run to?
To the north. Into the woods.
Thanks. That's all I needed to ask. Do you know whose hoofpick this is?
Ginger's. He was always bragging about it. Why do you ask?
I found it on one of the bandits in the woods.
But he... Because of him? Because of him they murdered us? Lord in heaven!
Wait, hold on. You think Ginger was responsible for the attack?
He ran off! Don't you see? He was acting so strange and then he ran off! Why the hell would he do that?
That does sound rather odd. And you don't know where Ginger could have gone?
Dunno. Ask Jakob.
Ладненько, пойдем поговорим с Якубом.
Are you serious?
Ладно, спринтер. Сопротивление, вы получаете постоянную прибавку при два. Даже не представляю, откуда это. Ладно, давайте разбираться.
Do you know anything about this hoofpick?
Yeah, it's Ginger's. He had it made in mate.
Сейчас надо
Any idea where I
поддерживать.
might
Да.
find this Ginger?
Well, that's the thing. He packed up and left.
What?
Look, I know how he looks. But Ginger is a fine fellow. I don't believe he had anything to do with the attack.
Where could he have fled to?
I might know. But you gotta promise me one thing. When you find him, listen to what he has to say before judging.
You have my word.
Sometimes the charcoal burners come to see him. He gets on well with them. I think that's where he's gone.
And where is that?
No idea. They've always kept to themselves, you know, charcoal burners.
But the forest is full of folk like that. They could be anywhere.
Aye, Except these ones won't be far. If you follow the stream from the stud farm towards Rate, you'll come across one of their camps. Only
what?
Так что?
Ginger didn't go that way though. He always went by the big road, through the woods in the direction of Uzhitz.
But how can I find them?
There's always smoke when they work. You'll smell them before you see them. And they need to be near water. There's that too.
So if I go through the woods along running water, I'll find them?
Exactly.
В режиме между двух огней. Эх, ладно, что ж, пойдем. Нам, наверное, надо было с Одником поговорить, но ладно. Будем идти вдоль ручья и наткнемся на этих углежогов. Боже, прекрасно. Добрый день, ребята.
I hope I can be of help to you, Knight.
Рыцарь.
Have you seen Ginger around here?
Who?
A boy with ginger hair, a stable boy from Neuhof.
No one from Neuhof's been here.
Может, ты лжешь? Сучёныш. Ладно. Давайте его искать. Может, он спрятался. Да, окрестности небольшие. Старший углерод. Давайте с старшим поговорим.
Good day to you. What do you need?
Could you help me?
Depends what you want, doesn't it?
I'm looking for Ginger, a stable boy from Neuhof. They say he ran away and joined up with some charcoal burners he used to hang around with sometimes.
Sorry, there's never been a lad called Ginger around here. You have to try somewhere else.
A murder's been committed at Neuhof, and that boy likely knows who did it. It's vital I find him.
There's been murder aplenty in these parts of late, but that ginger lad really hasn't been here.
There'll be a lot less murdering going on once I bring those bastards to justice. So how about helping me out?
Calm down, lad, for the love of God. There's been no one like the boy you want round here. But then again, there are other charcoal burners. Try them. You might want to hurry. You're not the first to be asking about him, and the others weren't exactly a noble-looking bunch, although they were generous with their silver.
They didn't happen to say what they wanted him for?
No, but they definitely didn't look like they wanted to invite him to a feast.
Do you have any idea where else he could have gone?
You said he was friends with the charcoal burners? Well, you'll definitely find some in the forest between Neuhof and Ujets. There's good spots around there.
But that forest is huge. I could spend weeks searching.
Then follow the river. That's how you found us, isn't it? Where there's charcoal burners, there's always water nearby.
Alright, I'll go and ask somewhere else.
Кто ж, поскакали? Примерно. Ох ты же, нифига себе. Своими силами добираться было бы не очень быстро. Может, кто повстречается на дороге. Капец, конечно. Сейчас вам продемонстрирую свои навыки охоты. Ладно, не будем. Зря терять времени. Что, ничего нету? Не может быть. Может, здесь он будет? Понятно. Ни о чем.
God save you. What can I do for you?
I'm searching for a stable boy from Neuhof. They call him Ginger.
I know him right enough, but I don't know where he is now.
He's run away from the stud farm. I have to find him.
Well, he's definitely not here. Try the other charcoal burners camp downstream. Maybe he's there. Oh! Learn how to ride a horse, idiot!
Ниже по реке. Ну что ж, давайте. Или я дурак и не знаю, где верх, где низ. Такс. Возможно, придется возвращаться обратно. Давай. Да, скорее всего, придется возвращаться обратно. Да. Мастер-лучник из меня просто мастер-лучник. О, щит! Так, что, блять, происходит? Мать твою за ногу! Да выйди ты, дебил! Я не понимаю. ожидал, что сейчас произошло. Это называется ёбаный в рот, не понимаю, что здесь происходит. Так что, может, мне даже не спрашивать. Просто собираем все самое дорогое. Так, давайте-ка. Там латник. Я что, такой страшный, что ли? А ну, вернулся обратно. Урода кусок. Крендель, наручи, обычная сабля. Повязка. Ух ты ж, нифига себе. Дикая лютая херь творится, не понимаю, что здесь происходит. Такс. Это на лошадь, на лошадь, на лошадь, на лошадь. Тоже на лошадь. Какие у меня стрелы стоят? Дальнобойные стрелы, хорошо. Пять тысяч, что себе я накопил деньжат. Ой, что-то полосы мертвые. Даже не знаю, откуда они взялись.
that? Hey, what are you doing?
Опа.
I don't like. Hey, God! Had enough of life, have you? Ha! Yeah!
Да убери.
You'll get what for. Is that the best you can do?
1 на 1 слабо. Ребят.
Bollocks! I'll let Doctor tell him. Come on!
Капец, блин. Просто вот, знаете, а кто-то вообще такой подозрительная ополченница. Смешно. Может, такие наемники, не дай наемники. Так, мы с этими мудаками затягиваем игру. Так, где твой меч? Говори. Ладно, мне плевать на его меч, на самом деле. Половцев побили и подозрительных ополченцев. Странно, но здесь пусто. Разбитые горшки. Эх, давайте что ли. Ага. Дети рыжего кровушка и снова. Просто так можно 3 часа скакать, и оно будет все под носом. Вот еще один лагерь, тут никого нет вообще. Не понимаю.
What the hell are you doing?
I'll be with you.
I'm looking for Ginger from Neuhoff. Do you know anything about him?
Oh, you know him? What do you want of him?
There's a few questions I need to ask him.
Well, you'll have to go somewhere else to find him. He doesn't come here much.
Just think about this. If I do find him here and you've been lying to me, I'll have you hauled off in chains and turned over to the executioner.
I understand the urgency, lad, but really, he doesn't come here. He's friends with some of the boys over by Townburg.
And where can I find them?
Head west along the river and you'll run into them. Oh, and another thing you might like to know. Other people have been sniffing around here for him. Nasty fellas.
Where did they go? What did they look like?
Well, they headed off to the west. But that doesn't mean anything. And they look... Well, one of them came here and asked a lot of questions. And the other one stood off at a distance, scowling. Dressed like murderers, the pair of them.
Ну почему сразу-то? Вот... Вечные проблемы. Хочется как лучше, а выходит как хуже. Трупы не воюют. Скачем напрямик. Ножку еды. Травку пожуешь. Отдохнешь, да приедем. Прискачем. Жадан. Жадан.
Hope I can be of some humble service to you.
Where's Ginger? I must speak with him.
Who? There's no one of that name here.
Then where did he go? Everyone told me I'd find him here.
But I don't know anything at all about it.
Близнец.
Jesus Christ be praised.
Слава.
I'm looking for Ginger, a stable boy from Neuhof. Do you know where I might find him?
Well, if you go south from here, you'll come across Old Andrew's Inn on the road. If you go along the road from there to the east, you'll reach Neuhof.
I know where Neuhof is. The boy isn't there.
Ah, I see. I can't help you then. I've never noticed anyone of that description around here.
That's odd. The charcoal burners by the stream told me they know Ginger and that he comes to visit you.
Horseshit! They probably just said that to get rid of you. Nobody likes a stranger sticking his nose into their business.
It's the business of my liege lord. I'm here because of what happened at Neuhof, and that boy knows something about it. Let me talk to him.
Hold your horses. First, prove you're with the garrison.
How? You want me to bring the whole garrison here?
If there's no other way. Because there's been 2 brutes asking after him too. And they look like they'd cut his throat without blinking.
Я их только что
I
убил.
dealt with that pair. I happened to run into them and, well, it didn't end well for them.
Really? And I suppose I have to take your word for it.
If you want proof, I can take you to them. Maybe I should have brought you their heads.
I'll take your word for it. All right, a bargain's a bargain. Ginger is hiding out in a ruined hut not far from here. You go along the road to Ujits until you see a path to the right that leads to a small spring. There's an overgrown path that leads from there right to where Ginger is. Keep your eyes peeled though. You could easily miss it.
Good. Thanks for your help.
Сколько много с ними проблем. Вертикальная езда. Ладно, не будем искать эти сокровища, что они везли. А ну, сука, вылазь. Ладно, ладно. Привет, Андрюша.
Jesus, you've led me a merry dance.
What do you want from me?
I want to ask you a couple of questions. Why did you run off like that? Where are your cronies? And why did you kill that bandit?
What?
Right, one thing at a time.
Почему ты сбежал?
Why
Вот.
did you run off in
Почему?
such a hurry?
Because I was afraid they'd come back and kill me.
Who?
Those bandits, of course.
To get revenge on you for killing their mate?
Killing? Me? I never killed anyone. God is my witness.
Где твои дружки?
I'm looking for your friends. Where are they?
Charcoal burners? They're over at the...
To hell with the charcoal burners. Where are your bandit mates?
They're not my mates. They nearly killed me. I recognized one of them, so I thought they'd come back and...
Recognized? Who was it? Talk!
I don't know his name, only that he's from Ujits and he has a limp.
What can you tell me about him? How do you know him?
I saw him a few times in the tavern in Ujits, playing dice and boozing.
And?
I know he lives in a house on the edge of the village, but that's all I know. I never talked to him.
Why did you kill that bandit?
What? Bandit? I never killed anyone.
This is yours, isn't it? I pulled it from the belly of a dead bandit near the stud farm.
That is mine, but I didn't stab him. That fellow took it from me.
What fellow?
I don't know his name, but he's from Ujits and he has a limp.
He limps and he's from Ujits. That's not much to go on, but I suppose it'll have to do.
It's all I know. I never talked to him.
And now tell me exactly what happened. And don't leave anything out.
That's quite a long story.
Don't worry, I won't get bored.
All right. I woke up in the middle of the night because I needed to go for a piss. So I went out into the dark, same as usual, only there was something there that shouldn't have been. At first I thought it was just a trick of the light, but it wasn't. And then it was too late. They went past, and I thought they must be horse thieves. I would have yelled, only I was afraid they'd kill me. So I waited until they were out of sight, and I started to sneak away. But then...
Then the slaughtering started.
Yes. I thought they'd steal the horses and ride off. That would be bad enough. But then all the killing started, and flames everywhere. It was terrible, like hell itself.
And then?
It seemed some of them didn't like it either. They started squabbling among themselves, and some of them started running back where they came from, right towards me. And I had that thing in my hand, the hoof pick.
So you stabbed the first one in the belly?
No. He ran right into me. He was running fast for a fellow with a limp. He pushed me aside and I fell on the ground. Then he told me I'd better lie low if I valued my life. He ran off with the others. I did what he said and hid. Then the rest of the gang ran past.
And then?
Then I waited in case that limping one from Ujits came back. I didn't dare come out until I was sure. I think it was almost light.
О, о чем они спорили, я не знаю. Я знаю, как ты себя чувствуешь, что насчет
What about
остальных.
the others? Was there anything you noticed about them?
I don't know. There might have been maybe 8 of them, and 2 of them were really big. That's all I can remember.
Do you know what they argued about?
I didn't hear everything, but I reckon some of them were only there to steal and wanted no part in the killing.
That sounds terrible. I know exactly how you feel.
If only I yelled. Maybe they...
If you had, you'd most likely be dead. It probably wouldn't have done any good anyway.
But still...
There was nothing you could do.
Говоришь как старец.
I've heard everything I need to hear, so I'll leave you be.
Wait! What about me? Won't you help me out?
Perhaps I could. What would you like?
I'd like to go back to the stud farm, but those cutthroats who want to kill me are still around. Will you help me?
They're out of the way. I ran into them on my travels.
Really? That's great, but
What?
I'm afraid to go back to the farm. I ran away, and God knows what they'll think about it all. I don't know if they'll even want to talk to me.
Just try, and you'll see whether they drive you away or not. But if you explain it to them, they're sure to understand.
I suppose you're right. Thank you for your help, and God bless you.
Классно сделали, теперь типа легче, но не знаю, мне как-то вообще ни вправо, ни влево. Давай-ка. Нойхоф. К Большаку отправимся. Тучи. Что они все опять закрыли? Ладненько. За день можно было все потушить. Вон 100 трупов брали. Господин сотник. Бернард.
Well, look who deigns to grace us with his presence.
I was looking for that boy
And you didn't bother telling anyone.
I had to follow the trail before it went cold.
And what if some bandit skewered you and left you for dead? We'd never find you because you told no one where you were going. How would I explain that to Sir Radzig, eh? I really don't know, my lord. He disappeared without saying a word to anyone. Never crossed my mind to get himself killed.
Я так и знал, надо было сказать.
Silence! Keep your ignorant mouth shut when I'm giving you the benefit of a veteran's wisdom. You do what I tell you, answer only when I ask, and not go roaming off whenever you feel like it. I'd like to kick your arse back to the castle and be shut of you. But it's true, you're a fucking peasant who knows nothing about soldiering. And it's my job to whip you into shape, so I'm not done with you yet. God have mercy on you if you ever try anything like that again. If you're lucky, I'll only have you whipped and clapped in the stocks. Because if I get my way, you'll be hanged for desertion. I hope we've got that out of the way. I've made myself absolutely clear. And now, let's hear what you have to report.
Передай добычу. Пройти обучение, давай.
I talked to Ginger and found out what happened.
Out with it then.
Ginger fled because he recognized one of the raiders. He was afraid they'd come back to silence him.
Well, he was right. They were asking about him. So who did he recognize?
He didn't know his name. Some fellow with a limp from Ujits.
All right. Since you've gone this far, you may as well ask around in Ujits. We've enough to do here in these parts anyway. Sir Radzig will tell you about it. He said to send you to him if you haven't already been.
Any chance of some work here, Captain?
It all depends on what you're ready to do, my lad. As I'm sure you've noticed, the roads around here are swarming with brigands. Sir Hanush has declared quite a reward for dealing with them.
So what do you think I should do about them?
We know about one of their encampments. It's to the east of Ratai in an abandoned mine. I don't really mind how you deal with them. Anyway, the leaders generally wear spurs, maybe like they're pretending they're nobility. Who cares? In any case, bring me the spurs, and I'll take it as proof that the deed's done.
Very well. I'll see to it.
Wait. In addition, Sir Hanush has offered a reward for every bandit who's killed. So take a good sharp dagger. You'll get a bit extra for each ear you bring.
Very well. That sounds amusing.
Well, as for amusement, I'd entertain myself by being very careful, lad.
Давайте передадим ему.
I hope I can be of some humble service to you.
Скромные услуги.
I have some trophies.
Let's see. Bastards deserved it. Jesus, look where you're going.
Тут была бадья с водой где-то. Тут грязно, как говно. Бернард, так вы здесь торчать? Погнали. Враты.
Can you teach me how to defend myself better in combat?
Certainly.
I'd like to practice the basics.
All right, but it'll cost you.
Isn't that quite a lot? Are we agreed?
Well, a little more, we'll call it a deal. Agreed. Now, listen up.
Ты стал сильнее. Защита. Переходим в нападение, ладно. Бернард будет здесь торчать. Хорошо. А что, он здесь уже? Пан Радцик. А, вот он. Забавно. Очень забавно.
Well then, speak up.
My lord, I managed to find a clue to the whereabouts of the bandits.
Excellent. Bernard already told me what's been happening, but I'd like to hear it straight from the horse's mouth.
The whole story, or just the gist of it, sir?
It's up to you what you consider important.
Всю историю давайте.
One of the Neuhoff stable boys, a lad they called Ginger, fled from there and hid out with some charcoal burners. I have to say, there's a lot of them around. I never thought how many forges and ironworks they have to supply.
That's true, but keep to the point.
Oh, yes, sir. I had quite a job finding him. He was well hidden and with good reason. The bandits wanted to kill him because he recognised one of them.
Did he tell you what happened?
He said it wasn't one gang, but two. And one of them took fright when the slaughter started. Seems they were only interested in loot, so they quarrelled with the other lot. Then it came to a skirmish in the woods and one of them was killed. And the rest of them scattered.
And did you find out where they went?
All I know is one of them is from Uzhitz. I know enough about him to be able to track him down.
All right, but those cutthroats must know who he is too, right? And if they want to get revenge on him or silence him, you'd better hope they don't get to him before you. So drop everything and get on his trail. Find out what he knows and then report back to me. I'm going to our encampment at Merhaya to oversee the security of the region.
Yes, sir. Why choose Merhaya?
It's somewhat at the centre of events, isn't it? And what's more, there's another stud farm there.
Sir, do you think they're going to try the same thing again?
I shouldn't think so. Everyone will be on the alert now, but the secluded dwellings are more vulnerable. There are few people in them. They're scattered everywhere and we can't guard them all.
But the bandits won't find much silver in places like that.
There's always a groschen or two, some food and so on. Anyway, how much silver did they get from slaughtering those horses?
True. If they'd stolen them, they could have sold them. Those were fine animals.
Exactly. It's not about the silver. It's about something else.
But what?
Creating fear. Such great terror that you won't even squeak when they come to cut your throat. Never mind raise your hand against them. Fear that will root you to the spot, staring like a rabbit entranced by a stoat, waiting for the death blow to fall. Helpless to do anything about it. Beat it!
Нормально. Бля. Нравится, нравится.
Learn how to ride a horse, idiot! Ow! Watch where you're going, you lamp! You nearly killed me!
Понравится, сорян.
Are you blind, for Christ's sake? There's people...
Пешочком нормально. БЖК лагеря. Так, ужиться мне добраться в ужиться. И расследовать. Ладненько, заодно. Еще и продадим все. Ночные скачки. Молчание золота. Что я вижу? Ничего. Всему виной загрузочный экран. Может, это куница есть? Нет, только писарь. Как говорится, утро вечера мудренее. Секунду, что? Спать закрыть игру. Нормально так изменения ввели. Проснемся, перекусим. Отсюда можно еще часок стремнуть. Для пущей уверенности. Сейчас крыльчатины перекусим. Главное не обжраться.
I'm looking for a fellow who lives here, but I don't know his name. Do you know anyone with a limp?
That'll be Lubosh. Gallows bait if I ever saw one. His place is at the end of the village, next to the stream. Take him and welcome.
Вот так-то просто, да? Далее. Колечко заскачем. Ладно. Если вы еще спите. Так, что за столпотворение?
Move along, citizens. Move along. There's nothing to see here.
If that's what you call nothing to see, I'd like to know what something to see looks like.
By the keys of St. Peter, this is all I need. We'll have to send word to Sir Hanush.
That might not be necessary.
Who are you?
I'm Henry of Skalitz, in the service of Hanush's Captain Bernard.
Hmm.
I'm investigating the attack at Neuhof, and I think this could be related.
Well, I'm the bailiff of Auschwitz. And I say we don't want any of that kind of trouble around here. What makes you think this has anything to do with Neuhof?
One of the folk at the stud farm recognized someone from Auschwitz among the bandits.
We have no bandits or murderers around here.
Really? They say he had a limp?
Shit. Well, allow me to introduce you to Limpy Lubosh. Or all that's left of him.
Ёкарный бывай.
Sakra.
Nothing's ever easy. I'll have to take a look around and ask a few more questions, if that's all right with you.
You can take this mess off my hands and welcome to it. As for what else there is to find out, I don't know. But look and ask all you like.
Жопа. Однако. Чувака расфигачила прям не по-детски. Надо просто меньше в компьютер играть.
Who was Limpy Lubosh?
A poor crofter and a scoundrel. Can't say I'm too surprised what happened to him. He kept company with all sorts of vermin. He was always getting into some kind of trouble. Punch-ups in the tavern and what have you.
How come he limped?
He got that from some villainy or brawl a long time ago.
Has he been up to anything suspicious lately?
I don't know. The last few days he didn't go anywhere. He was home the whole time. But he always kept everyone in the village at arm's length.
Did he have any kith or kin in the village?
None. A loner he was. I don't know the last time I saw him with anyone.
Do you happen to know where he was on the night of the Neuhoff raid?
I've no idea. He kept his distance from other folk, so you never knew if he was away or holed up at home.
When did you find the body? And did anyone see anything?
Just now, and nobody saw or heard anything. I don't know how they could gut him like that without someone hearing him scream.
Lord above, they did a hell of a job on him. Must have been agony. How come no one heard anything? What's this? Looks like someone's hit him very hard on the head. Could they have bludgeoned him to death and then gutted him? That would explain why he didn't scream. Judas. Looks like this is meant to be a warning. But for who? And why? Maybe the gang had a falling out. But a bandit who knows how to write isn't something you see every day. Lord above, they did a hell of a job on him. Must have been agony. How come no one heard anything?
Теперь можно где угодно сохранять игру, я заметил. Там, где можно поспать. А мясник дома? Добрый вечер.
I'd like to discuss the price.
Well, we can try it.
Agree?
That's too much. All right, so.
I've come in the name of Sahanish of Lipa. I'm investigating the massacre in Neuhof, now a murder here as well. Can I ask you a few questions?
I don't know how I can help you, but ask if you must.
Who was this Lubosh who was murdered?
You could see at first glance he was no good. I kept well out of his way.
Have you noticed anything suspicious recently?
There wasn't sight or sound of him for a long time, and then yesterday he turned up at the church and even talked to the parish priest. I never saw him do that before. Probably had a bad conscience.
Do you know what Lubosh was doing the day Neuhof was raided?
I don't think he was home. I didn't see him all day.
Do you know who Lubosh used to spend time with? Kin or friends?
As far as I know, he had nobody at all in this world.
That's all. Thank you.
God bless. Hey! Be a bit more careful.
Чё себе палаш, мужик.
Huh? Jesus, look where you're going.
Нельзя совершить быстрый переход. 2 метра. Придется любоваться этими красотами. Ау. Можно вас расспросить о Любаше убить?
I see you know how to wield a sword, Father. I wouldn't have expected that from a man of the cloth.
With a stick. I practiced with a stick. Reminder of my youth and days gone by, and it helps keep me in good form.
Do you have any work that needs doing?
My dear lad, I have more worries than I can bear. Another pair of shoulders would ease my burden. I have to deal with a local witch.
A witch?
Ведьмы?
The herb woman, old Gertrude. That devious hag who will stoop to anything. Like all herbalists, for that matter.
Oh, don't tell me. The cows are giving blood instead of milk, and babies are being born with 2 heads and a tail.
This is no laughing matter. Gertrude isn't evil. She just has peculiar ideas about what's good for people. A little bird told me she incited some Ujet's women to witchery.
And what's the problem?
As long as herb women stick to giving psychic to folk and bloated cows, assisting in childbirth, or burning incense in bedrooms to help with sleep, then nothing at all. But this is sacrilege, and it's unsafe. All sorts of molds and lichens and poisonous plants and other foul things go into those concoctions. I'd hate to see her poison some poor gullible lass.
A little bird told you, did it?
You know how good people are at seeing the splinter in another's eye and not the beam in their own.
In other words, someone's been gossiping. What do you want me to do?
I want you to go and see her and find out what she's been up to. I know she lives in fear of the Holy Church, so tell her I sent you. That will make her talk and think twice about encouraging witchcraft. If you learn that she truly did involve folk in some foolishness, find out all you can and deal with it.
Ну да, в принципе.
Good. And never fear. I'm a man who always pays his debts. You'll find Gertrude, the old herb woman, in the
В
woods.
принципе, в древности не знали, что некоторые гадости очень полезны. Так.
I'm honored that you should come to me.
The blessings of our good Lord be with you, Father. I'm here in the name of Sir Hanush of Lipa, investigating the massacre at Neuhof, which seems to be connected to a murder here. Can I ask you a few questions?
It seems Sir Hanush is employing children as investigators. But ask as you wish, boy. I hope this nasty business will be cleared up quickly.
Did you know Lubosh? What was he like?
A bit of a lost soul. Simple, rough fellow, but at heart I don't think he was such a bad person.
Did you notice anything suspicious recently?
My child, all sorts of suspicious things have been going on recently. People like Lubosh don't know what to do about it, and sometimes they do stupid things.
That's really not a lot of help to me, Father.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Do you know what Lubosch was doing on the day Neuhoff was raided?
Unfortunately, I do know. And I'd like to help you with your investigation, but I can't.
What?
I'm bound by certain vows that forbid me to tell you.
Vows more important than catching dangerous murderers?
There are laws of God above the laws of man, son. And one of those is the sanctity of the confessional.
Father, surely you can't be serious. There must be situations in which you can make an exception.
There are things that apply always, no matter what the circumstances, and this is one of them.
For heaven's sake, Father, can you really look me in the eye and tell me that when you know you may be condemning innocent people to death?
True. Very well then. Can I trust you not to say a word to anyone?
Trust me.
Lubosch came to me shortly after everything that happened. His conscience was gnawing at him. I must say I never expected it of him, but he turned out to be a better man than he seemed. He said some crony of theirs hired them. First they thought they were going to steal horses. Then it all got out of hand and people started dying. He and his gang didn't want any part of that. So they quarreled with the others and ran off.
Quarrel? A corpse was found in the woods by Neuhoff.
Well, that would explain something. Lubosch kept blabbering on that he wasn't a murderer, that he didn't want to do it.
So I know Lubosch killed one of the murderers and now he's dead too. Only I need to find the ones who are still alive. I need names and places. Did he mention any of the others?
Just nicknames. But maybe that'll help. He mentioned some fellows called Riki from Ledechko, Pius and Timmy.
Nothing more?
No.
I suppose it'll have to do. I reckon I'll go and have a look around Ledechko first. Thank you, Father. And don't worry. I won't tell anyone.
Jan Goose.
What is it about believer to make of it? One pope in Rome and another in Avignon. How many more holy fathers will we have? And what of the gold-draped, back-buried sinners who call themselves servants of God? Do they think they are greater in the eyes of God than the poor fisherman?
I hope I can be of some humble service to you.
Ну, больше ничего продавать. Сапоги мне чинить вообще не к чему. У меня их нет. Портного, вот броника я бы купил. А у него его нет.
Let's talk about the price.
Aye?
Agree?
It'll take more than that to persuade me.
What do you say to this?
We're getting there.
Very well.
Ладненько, давайте. Выследи вонючку, хорошо. Ладно, думаю, посторонние задания выполнить будет не лишним. О, да. Во время бесед с окружающими ваш доспех будет пугать на 3 сильнее, чем обычно. Такой мне нужен уровень 12, а у меня сейчас 8, это еще 4 уровня, ё-моё. Не. Скрытие замков. Начальная позиция отмычки будет ближе к концу личинки, облегчая вскрытие. Пьяной дочь не пью. Ладно, пока это не надо. Удары мечом, которые вы заточили с путанием, нанесут к успеху и снаряжению противнику выше на свой край. Это исключение благоухание. Если вы только что пустили надежда, ваше обаяние. Давайте, зазубренный край. Добрый вечер, мадемуазель.
I've come from the priest. They're saying you incited some women to witchcraft.
Me? Witchcraft? That's nothing but idle chatter.
Говори, старая ведьма. Желаю вам добра. Вы знаете, что ведьм сжигают заживо?
You'd be wise to give me a straight answer. I mean you no harm.
As long as it's the truth you speak. Very well. I'll tell you everything. I've done a very foolish thing. It's preying on my mind so much I can't sleep a wink.
But I'm supposed to believe an old witch has pangs of conscience.
Laugh if you like, but it's not a word of a lie. You probably know I sell various magic lotions and potions alongside my herbs. Well, there's one I wish I hadn't sold. You see, Vera, Zlata, and Kuta from Uzhitz wanted a magic ointment from me. I kept refusing them, but in the end, I let them talk me into it.
Kome.
What kind of ointment was it?
One that will show you a world no one else can see. A place of wonder and terror. The flowers might start talking to you. Or the earth
Наркоту,
will
короче.
swallow you up. I don't know if it's the work of the devil or of God himself, but the ointment has that power. But it could poison any person who doesn't know how to use it right.
So all this talk of witches anointing themselves and then flying to their sabbaths on broomsticks.
The ointment could make a person see such things. But it was stupid of me letting those foolish women get their hands on it. They could poison themselves or fall off a cliff while they're lost in a dream.
Will you give me the ointment recipe?
It contains belladonna and the herb Paris, both quite poisonous plants. That ought to make you think twice about dabbling with it.
So why did you give them the ointment at all?
Because I'm soft-hearted. You see, one of those women, Vera, lost her whole family in Skalitz. And Zlata's husband was killed. And the youngest of them, Kuta, miscarried with the horror of it all. They said they wanted to use the ointment to speak with the dead and ask them to put a word in with the Lord.
I understand how they feel. But I reckon it'll get them nowhere but the ducking stool and the stake.
Judge not, lest ye be judged. I didn't want to give them the ointment, but they offered me a pile of groschen. So I thought how desperate they must be, and I heard their plea.
Their plea or the clink of their coin? And why are you so worried about them all of a sudden? What changed your mind?
I'm losing sleep over it. Firstly, those women don't know what they're doing. And secondly, folk might see it as witchcraft. And do you know what they do to witches?
They burn them alive.
That they do. So don't be surprised I'm worried.
It didn't bother you before, though. What did they want the ointment for?
Each one of them lost a loved one recently, and it's grieving them. They wanted to talk with the
Вот это
dead.
поняли.
What kind of ointment?
One that will...
So all
the ointment...
I want to know something else. I've heard enough.
If you've heard enough, you must understand why I need your help. Find out from those women what they intend, and watch over them to keep them safe.
Very well. But only because the priest himself asked me to.
Thank you 1,000-fold. I'll go to the Reverend myself and explain. You take care of those women.
Но здание язычества. Давайте что-нибудь закрафтим такое суперское. Ведьмино зелье. Давайте-ка его изучим. Посмотрим точнее. Бабкины причины. Так, приготовить масло, горсть календулы, горсть ладона и горсть раннеглаз в течение одного оборота. Ладно, давайте. Масло. Так, секунду. Ранний глаз на белдона, на календулу. Кипятив ранний глаз в течение одного оборота, изменить календулу. Хорошо. Увеличь календулу, добавь календулу в потолок и кипятить в течение одного оборота. Рыцарь Алхимик. Ведьмак. Колдун. Давайте посмотрим. Видим зелье. Выпивший его утратит контроль над собой и даже продаст свою душу дьяволу. Его нация заблуждения страхи станут более яркими. Съесть? Ха-ха. Можно, конечно. Вот целых 3 штуки дается. Интересно. Что это? Здоровье на сотню. Вера?
I heard something about a magic ointment that you got from the herb woman.
You heard that where? And what business is it of yours?
The herb woman sent me.
Gertrude? What does she want? Haven't we paid her enough?
That's not the point. The ointment's dangerous, and the herb woman doesn't want you getting up to anything foolish.
Thanks for the concern, but we're grown women. We're old enough to make our own choices, and what we do in the woods at night is no one's business but ours.
Ночью в лесу. Нормально, нормально. Злато.
I've heard something about a magical ointment.
Really? I'd like to know where from. And what concern is it of yours, anyway?
The herb woman sent me.
Gertrude? What does she want? More money?
It's not about the money. She's concerned about your health. That ointment can be dangerous, and she wants me to make sure you don't do anything foolish.
She said that? But I can't believe it's all that serious. If she's really worried, tell her to come with us to the crossroads at midnight. But not a word to anyone else.
На закате к месту встречи, да ё-моё. Замолчи.
heard something about a magical ointment.
What? Who told you that? Was someone asking around?
It might interest the priest.
The priest? Who's been telling him stories? Does he know about us?
What I've heard already amounts to a burning offence.
Wait. Really?
If someone buys witching ointment, what am I supposed to think they want it for? Let me take a wild guess. Witchcraft. And witches deserve to burn.
We're doing no wrong. We go to the woods alone, at night, and we hurt no one. I won't say any more. You might twist it against us.
Закурил папироску. Ладно, давайте. Справимся. Тыдык, 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 тыдык. О, еще ждать целую кучу времени. С вами Animal Planet, и это половцы в засаде. Ну, я хочу, чтобы посражаться, как мужик с мужиком. Давай выйдем на дорогу. Чего? Нифига себе, ты меня коцаешь. Туфли бургера. Опа, шпоры рыцаря, но, чувак, ты сам умер. А тут пусто. Ха-ха-ха. Вообще мне... А, ну не важно. Это покруче будет? А у меня какие шпоры? Серебряные шпоры. Да. Лучше оказывается. Что ж, ребята, уже много времени прошло, я заметил. Пора, наверное, заканчивать.
Jesus Christ be praised.
I have some trophies.
Show me. Good work. That's the way to deal with the scum.
I'd like to get better at fighting with a mace.
Certainly.
Well, I'll think it over. I'd like to improve my swordsmanship.
Certainly.
Well,
Hey, you want blood?
I'm interested in your services.
And what is?
I'd like,
I'm sure you'll be extremely
Огромное удовольствие. мыльщица сделает из тебя нового человека. Мыльщица. Надеюсь.
Put the weapon away. That's forbidden here.
Вообще. Круто. Тут пусто. Придется, наверное, копье все-таки выкинуть. Нет. Слишком широкий, не могу пролезть. Сейчас будем выполнять это задание. Верховая езда, круто. Неважно. На книжки какие-нибудь есть. Феномен крапивы. Да. О, прикольно. Здесь игра сохранилась всегда? Должна была. Зайцы. Ига.
Are you serious?
Мужики по спидами. Ебать, я жестокий вообще. Что сдохну. Аник. Все было бы смешно, если бы не было так грустно.
What is it? What? Hey, look at...
Ладно, ребят, давайте все-таки на этом закончим.
Oh, God
В следующей серии же тогда вернемся сразу к тому месту. Я скажу вам до свидания и пока. До скорой встречи.